The law gets a bad rap in contemporary discourse. Actually, it's not all that too contemporary. It's about 60 years old now. And I think it's mostly by people who haven't actually read the Bible with sincerity, free of some major, fairly anti-Semitic commitments. Because if you presume that everything that the Jews believed is just worthless, then you write off the law. And it's just this arbitrary, overbearing rule made by Moses. But when you actually read the text, right? Obviously, there's bits of the Ten Commandments here. You shall not steal, you shall not lie falsely against one another, you shall not swear falsely by my name, thus profaning the name of God. You shall not defraud or rob your neighbor. You shall not withhold the wages of your day labor, meaning you hire somebody to work for you for a day and the day is over, pay them. This is my favorite. You shall not curse the deaf, nor put a stumbling block in front of the blind. You don't hurt somebody in a way that they can't defend themselves. And let me say that. It's not that you should curse anybody or put a stumbling block before the people that can see. Is that you should, in a particular way, avoid doing these things to people who can't prevent it. You should not act dishonestly while rendering judgment, neither show partiality to the weak, nor difference to the mighty. Meaning when you act as judge, you don't pick sides before you've heard the case. But you judge on the merits of the case. You shall not go about spreading slander among your kin. A lot of us know that that's a major pitfall. You shall not stand idly by while your neighbor's life is at stake, and on and on. The Lord in the law is not just giving the people of Israel arbitrary rules to guide a unique way of life, but instead establishing a just society based on revelation. A thing, quite honestly, we should be able to do on our own. And we would have been able to do on our own and would have naturally done had it not been for original sin. And so God makes up for what is lacking in us. Jesus simplifies all of the commands under love your neighbor as yourself and love the Lord your God with your whole heart, mind, and soul. That had always been the core of the law. But human beings are hard-headed. And sometimes you need extra laws just to make it painfully clear that in this circumstance you don't do this thing. Okay? School zones. You should always drive at a reasonable pace. But there are people who don't want to, so now we have speed limits. You should always create some amount of space for other drivers and allow us to, we all got to use the road here. And people can't do that. So we have stop signs and red lights. But above all of that, hey, you should be extra safe when there are people who maybe don't know how to control themselves. And so we have an extra special slow zone in front of the schools. Why? Because kids sometimes run out into the street. And people are selfish and foolish and wicked, and they would scream past these buildings. Go down East 7th Street. Go down Menard. Why are there speed bumps on those streets? Because the school zone wasn't sufficient. Because people were still too stubborn and hard at it. Should we need those laws? No. Do we need them? Yes. But they should not be necessary for you. Love your neighbor as yourself. And try and go just a little bit more.